It is the year 1415, and John Huss is going to be burnt at the stake. But he prophesied, "You will now burn a goose, but in a century God will send a swan, and you won't be able to burn it, and neither boil it." And 102 years later, in 1517, a priest by the name of Martin Luther in Wittenberg, Germany, nailed his 95 Theses to a church door criticizing the Catholic Church. But who was it? It is the year 1483 in a small German town, Eisleben. Martin Luther is born. He came from a poor miner family and he had 8 other siblings. He went on to study philosophy at Erfurt, studied for a few years, graduated, and went on to study law. However, when he was walking with his friend Alexis, a terrible storm caught them. Alexis was struck by lightning and died on the spot. Martin Luther promised to become a monk if he survives, and he did. So, he joined the Augustinian order in 1505. He became a priest in 1507, and then in 1508 he became a teacher at the University of Theology at Wittenberg. In 1515, Pope Leo X wanted money so he could build a super-duper basilica in the Vatican, so he started selling indulgences. But Martin Luther did not like that, so in 1517 he nailed his 95 Theses on the church door, which criticized the sale of indulgences. "What are you doing with that hammer? The door doesn't need repair." But the church does. In 1520, the Pope, now very angry, signed the papal bull and sent it to Martin Luther. It said that he's a heretic and that he's gonna get excommunicated if he doesn't recant. So, how did Martin Luther react? He publicly burned it. The Pope, more angry than ever, excommunicated him, but Martin Luther did not seem to care that much. He was put into an asylum, into a castle, but a year later he had to come back to Wittenberg because his followers were getting too radical. In 1529, he tried to connect with the Reformation in Switzerland and with the reformer Ulrich Zwingli. However, they did not agree on the Lord's Supper. Christ is present in the Eucharist. Nah, it's just a symbol, brah. Ah! Get away! Get away from me! I don't know you! Ah! In 1530, he and his mate Philip Melanchthon wrote the Augsburg Confession, which became the base of the Lutheran Church. He spent the rest of his life translating the Bible and writing other documents. And in 1546, he died out of a heart attack at the age of 62.